Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. Tupac's alleged killer, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, has received an arraignment date after it was revealed that he's being held without bail in Las Vegas. According to court documents obtained by SOS Media, Davis has been charged with the category of felony of murder with the use of a deadly weapon with the intent to promote and further or assist a criminal gang. The prosecution is alleging that Davis murdered Tupac at the request of the South Side Compton Crips and will be arraigned on Wednesday, October 4th for the crime. After the grand jury return hearing on Friday, September 29th, Sheriff Kevin McMahill of Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department held a press conference to discuss the details of the arrest. McMahill made it clear that there's no statute of limitations for murder in Nevada or any other state in the union, and credited Davis's arrest to his department's resolute willingness to solve the case. For 27 years the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice, McMahill said in the press conference. It has taken decades of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today, he added. Davis's arrest marked the first ever arrest in the investigation into Tupac's murder, who was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996. 6 days later, he died in hospital from his injuries, cutting short the life of one of hip-hop's most influential figures ever. Davis, who is today 60 years old, has for long claimed that he was inside the car from which the bullets that killed Tupac were fired. In a 2018 interview, he claimed that his nephew Orlando Anderson was one of two people sitting in the backseat of the car, the area from which the shots were let off. Hours before the shooting, Tupac and his entourage had gotten into a scuffle with Anderson in the lobby of the MGM Grand, which hosted the Mike Tyson vs. Bruce Seldon fight. Anderson was identified as a suspect in the case but was never arrested or charged, but was later killed in an unrelated gang shooting in 1998. Now, we definitely know that R. Kelly and Jay-Z changed the landscape of hip-hop and R&B when they dropped their 2002 album Best of Both Worlds, but according to the king of R&B, it was the late Tupac Shakur who originally sparked that genre mixing idea. From R. Kelly's autobiography, Soulacoaster, The Diary of Me, and in the chapter titled Yo Pac, Yo Biggie, the king of R&B expresses his admiration for the two slain rap artists. R. Kelly also recalled a 1996 meeting with Tupac in front the Hotel Nico in Los Angeles, which was by then frequently patronized by hip-hop rappers and other music artists. R. Kelly says they planned to release a collaborative album at that meeting, but the idea came to a tragic end after Shakur was murdered later that year. Though R. Kelly unfortunately never got the chance to work with Shakur, he and the notorious B.I.G. did log in a few recording sessions before he was also mysteriously murdered. R. Kelly broke down one of his most celebrated creations, TP2.com, song by song. He also explained further how not only was the I Wish song intended for Tupac, but another collaborative effort as well was already in their plans. When asked about what drove him to produce such an incredible album, R. Kelly had no hesitation in citing Tupac Shakur as the source of his creative spark. He revealed that hearing California Love for the first time gave him chills, and set off a chain of events that led to the Best of Both Worlds being made. It wasn't only about Tupac's music, but R. Kelly also appreciated Tupac's lyrical flow, which combined daily struggles with real-life experiences, something that resonated deeply with R. Kelly at the time. These developments give us a clear insight into not just how influential Tupac was on R. Kelly, but also reveals details about how much work went into creating the Best of Both Worlds from start to finish, including why certain tracks were chosen and what inspired them. It's definitely true that the Best of Both Worlds proved that R. Kelly's unique style could transcend multiple generations of rap and R&B fans alike. It blended together two distinct musical styles of hardcore hip-hop beats and soulful melodies, creating something accurately special in the process. This combination allowed both artists to bring their individual talents to the forefront, and even showcase them without compromising either artist's signature sound. It is also obvious that its success further cemented R. Kelly's influence as an artist who wasn't afraid to cross genres or push boundaries when it came to making music. He always sought out new ways to challenge himself creatively, while still staying true to what made him successful in the first place, his talent for crafting timeless melodies that spoke directly to the heart of listeners everywhere. With the best of both worlds, R. Kelly once again established why he continues to remain relevant today over 2 decades later. We for sure can't go back and rewrite history, but R. Kelly and Jay-Z ended up creating the best of both worlds back in 2002, which was a really good project that ended up being overshadowed by Jay-Z's friend Ty pepper spraying R. Kelly on while tour. Again, I am confident that to anyone who loves hip-hop, Tupac Shakur, who sold more than 75 million records and starred in 6 movies, was a giant. In the 1990s, African American culture was at an amazing innovative peak, but it was also grappling with extremes of noxious masculinity. Shakur's music is definitely full of anger at the poverty inflicted on his generation and at the extraordinary ferocity perpetrated both by and against it. It's therefore not surprising at all that when Tupac was shot dead, everyone wanted to know why, and now after 27 years, Las Vegas police who mishandled the very initial investigation now appear to be trying to uncover new evidence, and the idea that we may be about to finally discover the answer is both tantalizing and relatively traumatic. Around 3 weeks before the murder of Shakur, there was an insignificant scuffle at a shopping mall in Lakewood north of Long Beach, between members of the mob Piru and the South Side Compton Crip. The South Side Crips had emerged as a major force in Compton, and among their leadership was Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the man whose Nevada home was raided recently and now settled on the coolers. In the 1990s, Keefe D. had established a very profitable network selling drugs imported by the Cali drug cartel to cities across America. "At my height I was moving 300 kilograms a month," Keefe D. has occasionally boasted. Meanwhile, for all of us who have been waiting to have a glimpse at the contents of the federal government's reply to R. Kelly's Illinois appeal brief, we'll now have to wait for another extra 30 days to do so, because the government has been granted another 1-month extension. This development means that she'll have to wait till the 31st of October 2023 and the reply brief by the appellant, if any, by November 21, 2023. This is according to the United States Court of Appeal, Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, the Court of Appeal for the 7th Circuit. As we continue to witness more new developments occurring during R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time this relevant truth will be put into consideration. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team will be able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.